We earn money, save money and buy things. Living beyond the economic cycle is impossible. What trends are dictated by world markets and how does it affect consumers? Watch it in People and Economy. In this program we shall tell you how a teacher became a farmer, how much milk Kazakhstan produces and about the future of the dairy industry. Antonina Dudar had been working at a village school in Almaty region for 25 years. The primary school teacher could not even think that in the 1990s her life would change dramatically. Everything began after her retirement. Antonina did not get used to idle her time away. In addition, she took a keen interest to the current events. One day she encountered a newspaper article about how to start a farm. At that time, she decided to create her own farm. The woman discussed the idea with her husband and he supported her. After that, she visited the director of the local state farm.
Я пошла к директору совхоза, попросила: землю дадите, я хочу заняться сельским хозяйством. Он говорит: так как вы у нас работали.
I came to the director of the state farm and asked him to give me a piece of land for farming. He appreciated my idea because I worked at this state farm before. Our family was given 25 hectares of land. We took a loan and bought cows. Step by step, I developed my business and increased the livestock by purchasing cattle in the neighboring villages.
30 телок. Мы взяли кредит и купили телочек. Вот. Потом потихоньку, помаленьку, где вот этим бизнесом занималась, меняла скот, ездила по чебанам, там по окрестным селам, выменивала.
3 years later, Arai farm outgrew its area. There was not enough space for the livestock, which by that time consisted of 150 cows and about 1,000 sheep. And the local authorities came to her aid again and allotted another 96 hectares of land. It was a bare field where they had to do everything from scratch.
Чисто поле вышли. Через год мы вот построили одну базу в начале. Затем вот потихоньку расширили.
At the beginning, we stood in an open field. Within a year, we built a base and then expanded our business. Eventually, we have constructed enclosures and sheds. Now we need to build a good base for 200 milk cows.
Базу для дойных коров на 200 голов. Вот. Почему на 200? Потому что 300 дойных коров, но они же не все в один день телятся. Там периоды, какие-то в запуске коровы, какие-то это. На 200 дойных мы поставим и мы уложим.
Antonina has been teaching children for many years. Therefore, she organized the work at her farm in accordance with her pedagogical principles. The enclosures should be necessarily be cleared out and the animals have their own daily regimen. Probably this is the secret of successful business of the Dudars family.
Я не разрешаю бить скот. Это у нас.
I prohibit to beat the animals or shout at them. If somebody hit a cow or a calf, I regard it as an extraordinary event. We always maintain a quiet atmosphere at our farm.
Вот. Чтобы тихо было все. Коровы зашли тихо, спокойно.
The atmosphere at this farm was not always calm and quiet. It was built by only 2 persons, Antonina and her husband. Worries about each cow and calf affected their health, but they didn't even think to give up all that.
Вот ферма, как
A farm is like a child. This is my child, my offspring. I am deeply worried about my children and my farm. I cannot stay at home more than one day. I always want to come here.
Остаюсь дома день, я уже не выдерживаю. Я уже еду сюда.
The main goal of Antonina is to produce organic milk because they deliver it to the major regional enterprises, including the Institute for Baby Foods. Because of that, the farm owners prepare fodder for animals themselves. For this purpose, they have a special land and all necessary equipment.
Мы очень много арендуем земель. Есть люди, которые взяли землю, но нет техники.
We lease a lot of land. There are people who have land but have no machinery to cultivate it. We have all the equipment to cut, press and mow up hay. This year we have made up about 2,000 hay rolls. Earlier we grew barley in this field. Currently we put the land under alfalfa in order to have our own hay and provide our cows with additional herbage in summer season.
Был свой сенаж, чтобы было свое сено частично и где-то летом поддержать немножко зеленой массой коров.
The total area of Arai farm is 127 hectares. The daily milk output is almost 4,000 kilograms. Milk is one of the most popular foods in Kazakhstan. According to the statistics, one citizen consumes about 300 kilograms of dairy products annually. The local producers satisfy the public demand by 80%. According to energyprom.kz portal, as at the beginning of the year, the market share of Kazakhstani milk and cream producers exceeded 94%. Yogurts and fermented milk products accounted for almost 87% and ice cream for more than 71%. The market share of butter was 65%, cheese and cottage cheese 58%. The output of milk in Kazakhstan is 5 million liters annually. 80% is produced by subsidiary husbandries, 16% by family-operated farms, such as the farm of Antonina Duda, and the rest, 4%, by large companies. Nonetheless, experts of the Milk Union of Kazakhstan are not optimistic about the quality of dairy products offered by subsidiary husbandries.
Почему я говорю «к сожалению»?
Milk produced by subsidiary husbandries is of lower quality. For reference, large farms monitor the quality of their milk and follow all the sanitary and hygienic norms. Subsidiary husbandries cannot provide such conditions.
То в каждом дворе такого контроля, таких условий, конечно, создать невозможно.
In order to increase milk yield and reduce consumer prices, experts recommend farmers of Kazakhstan to improve cattle breeds. Fodder quality and animal welfare also play a very important role. The state actively supports the agricultural sector.
У нас намечена программа «Агробизнес 2020», где как раз предусматривается
Agrobusiness 2020 program is to be launched. It provides for increased support for agricultural enterprises. About 1,200 farms are to be built or modernized. Indeed, the livestock agriculture needs reconstruction. Among the goals of this program are improving the quality of food products, increasing yields and decreasing prices.
Во всяком случае, вот структуру животноводства в корне, конечно, нужно менять, и это как раз предусматривает эта программа. Для того, чтобы все-таки и качество было лучше, и объемы больше, и себестоимость ниже.
Milk prices depend on many factors. For example, prices at Antonina's farm are based on fodder costs, workers' salaries, fuel costs and utility expenses. The state has been supporting dairy and commercial farms for 9 years. Entrepreneurs are given concessional loans and professional advice. Currently, 37 projects have been financed under Kazakh Agro-Finance program.
Распределение по регионам Казахстана идет равномерно.
Aid is equally distributed among regions. At the same time, in some regions, the number of projects is much higher. Among them are Kostanay and North Kazakhstan regions.
На несколько больше, чем в других регионах.
Who can participate in the program and how? A farmer who would prove his solvency is entitled to take a state loan. He must not have debts for the last 3 months. It is also necessary to submit a security deposit.
Потенциальный заемщик должен иметь правоспособность и платежеспособность. Также не иметь налоговую.
A potential loan taker should have a sufficient material and technical resources and a collateralized property. He must not be subjected to bankruptcy, reorganization or liquidation. Investment project should have positive investment performance characteristics, such as payback period and net present value. Another important requirement is the creation of workplaces as well as the use of new technological solutions.
Приведенная стоимость, а также немаловажное требование – это создание новых рабочих мест, применение новых технологических решений и оборудования.
Things go well at Arai Farm. However, its owners are not going to rest on their laurels. Moreover, getting a state support has become quite possible. Antonina Duda says that she was given aid when she decided to increase her livestock and expand her farmlands.
Вот уже второй, третий или четвертый.
We have just taken the 4th loan in the fund which supports the agricultural sector. The amount of the first loans was 200,000 tenge. The amount of the last one was 53 million tenge. We have bought 100 cows and some equipment.
3 миллиона. Вот купили 100 голов сементаловских телок, купили вот технику.
Currently, millions of dollars are invested in the agricultural sector of Kazakhstan. The state creates favorable conditions for investors. For example, they're exempted from corporate income and land taxes for 10 years and for up to 8 years from the property tax. Investors in turn bring to the country new technologies and finance the construction of dairy farms. At this moment, the state and farmers have set a task to provide the market of Kazakhstan with milk by 100% and increase the production of dairy products such as cheese and cottage cheese. Some of the products are already exported.
Южные области экспортируют в основном вот, значит, у нас
Dairy plants in South Kazakhstan and Almaty regions export ultra-pasteurized milk to China, Afghanistan and possibly to other countries. Our country exports about 1.6% of the total output of milk and about 2% of fermented dairy food. We also export butter.
Этого, конечно, немного. У нас вот молока где-то 1,6% экспортируется от произведенной. Кисломолочная продукция чуть больше 2%. Но пока еще много масла экспортируется. Хоть у нас много завозится, где-то около 40%, но 18% от произведенного значит, масла тоже идет на экспорт.
The world production of milk exceeds 800 million tons. More than 600 million tons is cow milk. There has also been a steady growth of this market segment by 1 to 2% annually. The top milk producers are the EU countries, the US and India.
Если по объемам производства молока, больше всего надаивается молока в странах европейских.
Europe is the top milk producer. In some European countries, milk yield is about 150 million tons. America rates the second with 89 million tons. It is followed by India and China. Russia rates the sixth. Kazakhstan has not been included into the top milk producers. For comparison, we produce 5 million tons of milk, while in Russia milk output reaches 32 million tons.
Россия где-то на 6-м месте. Ну, мы в лидерах не стоим, не попали в Казахстан. Вот. Ну, для сравнения можно сказать, что в России, например, 32 миллиарда.
According to IFC and analysts, last year the world's milk production was 831 million tons. Annual milk consumption increased to 115 kilograms per capita.
Вот, например, в Новой Зеландии, но они тоже не лидеры, но во всяком случае...
The population in New Zealand is half the number of cows. Therefore, this country produces a lot of milk for itself and for exports. In America, for example, there is only 1 cow per 3 persons.
Собственного потребления и для экспорта. Но если о других странах говорить, в Америке, например, 1 корова на 3 человека.
New Zealand is the top world milk exporter. It accounts for 30.5% of the world dairy market. The EU countries constitute about 23%. Australia rates the third with 8.5%. The US is the fourth with 7%.
Вот, например, в Новой Зеландии, но они тоже не лидеры, но во всяком случае молока много надаивается. У них...
The population in New Zealand is half the number of cows. Therefore, this country produces a lot of milk for itself and for exports. In America, for example, there is only 1 cow per 3 persons.
Но если о других странах говорить, в Америке, например, 1 корова на 3 человека.
Experts forecast a steady increase in milk production. In the next decade, the world livestock is expected to reach about 407 million tons. The annual consumption of milk is believed to make up 129 kilograms per person. Sales of dairy products are to increase by 80%. Like hundreds of other farmers from Kazakhstan, Antonina Dudar is proud to see in shops food products which contain milk from her farm. She confesses that it was worth to overcome all the difficulties as the final result was a satisfied customer. Over the last years, specialists made intensive efforts to create artificial meat, bread and eggs. Now it's the turn of milk. Presently, a group of scientists from the US is trying to produce milk in laboratory conditions. Yeast from a cow's DNA is used as the basic material. The bioengineers assure that the taste of in vitro milk is in no way different from the taste of natural milk. At the same time, it has a different composition. The product does not contain milk sugar. The scientists hope to launch the production of such milk next year.